If this is one of those days, I'm really glad you're here. This is Collaborate, where joy becomes your foundation. Not the loud kind of joy, but the kind you build, piece by piece, after life changes everything. I'm Francine, and I'm walking this with you. If you were here in the last episode, we talked about the things that aren't always seen, the weight people carry, and the parts of the story that don't always make sense. Today, we're taking a step. Not a big step, not a life-changing step, just the first one forward. After everything we've talked about, there comes a moment where you wonder, what now? Not forever. Not how do I fix all of this? Just how do I take one step from here? That moment can feel confusing because part of you is still carrying everything. Another part of you is starting to wonder if moving forward means leaving something behind. It doesn't. So let me say this clearly. Moving forward doesn't mean letting go. It doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean you're okay with what happened. It simply means you're still here. And that matters. I remember a moment standing in my kitchen, holding my steaming coffee, everything quiet around me. I didn't recognize it as a step at the time. I just thought I was getting through the moment. I remember thinking, this is all I can do today. Stand here and breathe. And somehow that had to be enough. I wasn't thinking about the future. I wasn't trying to feel better. I just noticed I was standing there, breathing, still here. For a moment, that was enough. Maybe you've had a moment like that too. Not standing in the kitchen necessarily, but caught in between one breath and the next, realizing this is all you can do right now. And that matters. You're not behind. You're just in the middle of something hard. The first step forward doesn't look the way we think it should. Sometimes the step feels unsteady, like you're not even sure your footing will hold, like part of you is still turned backward, while your body leans forward anyway. You're not even sure which direction you belong in yet. It's not a breakthrough. It's not a decision that changes everything. sometimes it's just doing one small thing differently than yesterday. Maybe that step is choosing not to push the feeling away this time. Letting yourself sit instead of distracting. Or just noticing that you made it through something you didn't think you could. Stepping outside, answering a message. Letting yourself pause without rushing past it. In the last episode, we talked about the things that aren't always seen, the weight people carry, and how sometimes just staying is its own kind of strength. This step comes from that place. If everything still feels heavy, come back to something simple. The feeling of your feet on the floor, the air moving as you breathe, the quiet around you, even if it's just for a moment. Not to change anything, just to remind you you're still here. There is no timeline for this, no right way to move forward, no moment where it suddenly makes sense. This isn't about doing it right. It's about allowing one small step to be enough. This is where joy begins for people like us, the ones who kept showing up, even when we didn't know how. Not as a feeling, but as a willingness to stay, a willingness to notice, a willingness to take one small step, even if you don't know where it leads to yet. Joy doesn't return all at once. It doesn't announce itself. Sometimes it just shows up as the willingness to stay. Later, only later, I realized that was rebuilding. Joy is not something I lost. It's something I rebuilt. The people we carry with us, they are still part of this step forward. Not left behind, not forgotten, but part of the foundation we're building from. In the next episode, we're going to create space to say their names together. So today, don't focus on the whole path. Just notice one step. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be yours. After this ends, when you stand up or reach for your phone or take a breath before your next moment, that counts too. Take the next step there. If this is one of those moments where something feels just a little more possible, I'm really glad we found each other. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to take the next step. We're going to keep walking through this, one conversation at a time. I see you. If you're rebuilding, one piece at a time, follow Collaborate wherever you listen to podcasts and be part of the conversations ahead.